to Short Storyteller YouTube channel.
Hi, hello viewers. Today we listen the original story about the Tangled movie, Rapunzel, written by Grimm's Fairy Tales. Let's begin to the story. Once upon a time, in a land filled with lush forests and sparkling streams, there lived a poor couple who longed for a child. Their small cottage was situated next to a beautiful garden surrounded by a high wall. This garden belonged to an enchantress named Gothel. The garden was filled with the most exquisite flowers, fruits, and vegetables, the likes of which were seen nowhere else in the kingdom. The woman often gazed out of her window at the garden. She was struck by an overwhelming desire for the fresh leafy flower Rapunzel that grew there. Her craving grew so intense that she became ill with longing. Worried for his wife, the husband decided to sneak into the garden and fetch some leafy flower Rapunzel.
I must get some of that flower Rapunzel for my wife. It's the only thing that will make her happy.
One night, the man climbed over the wall and hastily picked a handful of Rapunzel. His wife made a delicious salad, which she devoured. But her desire for the Rapunzel only grew stronger. Her husband had to return to the garden several more times. On one of these nights, the enchantress Gothel caught him in the act.
How dare you steal from my garden?
Gothel hissed, her eyes flashing with anger. The man, trembling with fear, explained his wife's craving and begged for mercy. Gothel softened slightly and said,
I will let you take as much as flower Rapunzel as you need, but you must give me the child your wife will bear in return.
Desperate and afraid, the man agreed. When the baby girl was born, Gothel appeared, named the child Rapunzel, and took her away. Gothel raised Rapunzel in a tall, isolated tower deep in the forest. The tower had no doors or stairs, only a single window at the very top. As Rapunzel grew, her hair became incredibly long and golden, cascading down the sides of the tower. Whenever Gothel wanted to visit, she would stand at the base of the tower and call out,
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Rapunzel would then let her long braid fall, and Gothel would climb up. Rapunzel lived a lonely life with only birds and squirrels for company. She spent her days singing, brushing her hair, and gazing out of the window at the world she had never seen. One day, a young prince was riding through the forest when he heard Rapunzel's beautiful singing. Entranced by her voice, followed the sound and discovered the tower. Hiding behind a tree, he saw Gothel call out to Rapunzel and climb up her hair. The next day and repeated Gothel's call.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
To his delight, the golden braid fell and he climbed up.
Who are you? How did you find me?
Your singing is the most beautiful sound I've ever heard. I had to find you.
Rapunzel was startled but intrigued by the handsome stranger. They quickly became friends, and the prince visited her every evening. He brought her news of the outside world and small gifts, and their friendship blossomed into love. To Rapunzel, the prince advised a plan for her escape. Each night, Prince brought a piece of silk, which Rapunzel began to weave into a sturdy ladder. They planned to use it to climb down the tower and flee to the prince's kingdom. One day, Rapunzel accidentally let slip to Gothel.
Why is it that you are so much heavier to pull up than the prince?
Realizing she had been betrayed,
You have betrayed me, Rapunzel. You will never see the prince again.
Gothel was furious. She cut off Rapunzel's long hair and banished her to a desolate desert. That evening, when the prince called out to Rapunzel, Gothel lowered the severed braid. As the prince climbed up, he was met by the enraged enchantress. Gothel told him he would never see Rapunzel again, and in his despair, the prince leapt from the tower. Although he survived the fall, he was blinded by the thorns below. Heartbroken, he wandered the forest, searching for Rapunzel, and living on roots and berries.
Rapunzel, where are you? I will find you, no matter what.
Years passed, and one day, while wandering the desert, the prince heard a familiar song. Following the sound, he found Rapunzel, who had given birth to twins, a boy and a girl. Overjoyed, they embraced, and Rapunzel's tears of happiness fell onto the prince's eyes, miraculously restoring his sight.
My prince, I thought I would never see you again.
A happy ending. The prince led Rapunzel and their children back to his kingdom, where they were joyfully welcomed. They lived happily ever after, never forgetting the trials they had faced and the love that had reunited them. And so the tale of Rapunzel reminds us that true love can overcome the most formidable obstacles. Even in the darkest times, hope and perseverance can lead to a brighter future. The end. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button for more videos. Subscribe to my YouTube channel.